What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Tyler, and today I'm over here at the other farm. I just got done a couple days ago cleaning out the creek, and as you've seen in the previous video, got a bunch of brush piled up. I gotta still bring the Bobcat or the Dozer over here, but the Bobcat has the fuel filter stopped up on it, so we had to wait to get a fuel filter for it, and so that finally came in. I think Dad's already put that on, and I think we're going to probably cut some wood in the morning, so I still haven't been able to bring it over here, but that is on the to-do list. And I mentioned something about taking the excavator up on top of the hill and start cleaning off like I have been, but I was over here driving around, and I'm in this field that's it's the back, one of the back fields of the other farm, and I've been over here before, well, several years ago. I'd say about 10 years ago, cleaning out this field, and I can't remember why I quit, but I did, and I never got back over here to really finish it up. And as you can see, it's growed up with thorn trees, and they're pretty decent sized to where I can just take the excavator and just pluck them out of the ground. And so that's what I've been doing. I come over here the other day and I started just playing around because I was going to take the excavator up to the top of the hill. And so I started doing this. I was like, well, this is going to clean out pretty good, so, and it's going to be pretty easy. So that's what I'm going to start doing, is just taking the excavator, cleaning up, plucking everything. And little bushes like this, they're not very big, and the rest of like the roots and stalks, stuff like that, I'm going to come back through with the tractor and bush hog it down, see what it looks like, and then I may bring the Dozer over here and angle blade it, or we got a 8-foot offset disc, and I may run through this and chop up everything. The dirt over here is really good dirt. It's really black. So I've got a couple old brush piles piled up, and they're really black now. And so I may even pile that up so I can screen it later for topsoil, because it's some really good dirt. But yeah, so we're gonna, and this field ain't very big. I'm gonna say it's like a 5-acre field, because where the actual tree line is, it starts going uphill. And it's not very steep, but I'll need to clean that off anyways. But I want to just clean out this little flat section first, get everything piled up, and probably get some of it burnt. But I want to do a little bit today. I got my little buddy with me. She wants to come ride the excavator, so we're going to work for a few hours and try to get some stuff done. And then, like I said, we're probably in the morning start cutting some wood. Yeah, we're cutting firewood in 90 to 100 degree weather, but we're doing that early in the morning to kind of get some of the customers took care of. So we'll probably do that early in the morning, and then I may come over here and do a little bit more, just depending on how the day goes. So come along. Well, it's not what you think. We're not putting the tracks on it right now. I am pulling the I'm pulling the plugs out of these rollers, and they were leaking oil, and we are putting grease in them. We made us a little grease plug. Pull the plugs out, put this in, pump a full of grease, and put a new plug in. The plugs are pretty bad, so I'm having to, ooh, that's hot. I'm having to weld a nut on them to get them out. They're just a little bit boogered in there, so it's kind of hard to get them out and get the wrench in there and pull them out. So it's easier to just put the nut on there, weld them, take a wrench, twist them on out. So I've got this side done, and I'm going to do the other side now. I've got one over there that is leaking. The other ones ain't too bad, but I think I want to run the tracks for just a little bit longer because I really want to get over to that place and clean up that one field and get all that brush piled up in the front field that I pulled out of the creek that you've seen in the other video. I really want to get that done and get that out of the field, and I really want to get that other field cleaned up because I really think it's going to be a good little field to grow grass in. So the tracks can run just a little bit longer, but I really want to get new tracks on it. But I'm thinking run them a little bit longer, get as much out of them as I can, because the sprockets are shot anyways. The pads are decent, the toes are anyways, but the pads are getting thin. But everything else is good except a couple of rollers are kind of leaking. But we do have, you have to mind the junk. My dad's a pack rat. We do have the sprockets, and we have the new set of tracks. So you're looking at $8,000 right here. Them and them. Plus we have a couple, 2 seals for the track tensioners. Since we've got it all broke down, when we get it all broke down, we're just going to do it all. So I'm hoping maybe this is going to give a little bit of life left in these rollers. Put a little grease in them, quieten them down a little bit, and should be able to run them. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm back this morning working on the Dozer. I wasn't able to do anything after I told you what was going on, so I'm back this morning. I went to town late last night to go up there to look for some plugs, because all the other plugs, like I said, we welded on them. They were messed up, and so I basically rented them plugs. But we did have some to do that whole side. But I went to town to get some more for this side. And last night I was thinking, we got these little easy outs. So I was like, well, before I go to town this morning, I was going to go back to town, hit a couple more places to find them plugs, and I'm going to see if this worked first. And so far, I've already tried one. I got one out. I've already got grease pumped in the roller, so I'm going to try another one and see, and then hopefully this will work. And maybe get these out, and it's actually kind of making them holes a little bit bigger too, so I'll be able to get a ratchet in there. But they're kind of boogered anyways from rocks hitting them over time. So I haven't never done this to these rollers, so it's probably me doing this is going to help them out, and I'll be able to break them loose now. And I'll do this periodically since I got this little adapter we built. Show you. We just built an adapter with used a little, I'm not real sure what you call it, but I want to call it a brass bushing, but I'm not real sure what that is, what the proper term is on that. And put a grease zert in it, or a zert. Some people might say zert, some people might say cert. And screw that in, so we'll keep that in the toolbox. And I can do that every once in a while. I still got to do the top roller. I got to move the Dozer, turn it around, get that plug on top, and try to get that one out. So I'm going to try to do that one and do that other one. Probably fill them full of oil, and then probably put some grease in them too, top them off. And then I got to do the filter. For some reason the filter is leaking, and it's just a little drip, but it's made a big mess. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take it to that farm, do some work over there, do what I need to do, and then I'll bring it back over here, and then we'll put the tracks on it at a later time, because I'm going to just try to run these out a little bit more. They still got some life left in them. Might as well try to get all I can out of them. That way, if something else is messed up on the undercarriage, when it's time to put the tracks on, we'll redo everything that needs to be done. So that's what I'm doing this morning. Where can I put you? I guess put you right there on the... Here. Move a bucket, let you sit on the bucket. How about that? There you go. So yeah, that's my plan. We can give these things about 30 pumps. And I've been globbing the anise on them. I'm just putting them plugs in a little bit snug. Oh man. got the dozer over to the other place, and I'm going to start at the other end down here, and I'm going to make a brush pile at the very far end. So I'm just going to start carrying all this brush that direction. That way it's kind of in the back of the field, and it's not a big eyesore, because I got one right there, and then I got another one right there, and those are eyesores to me. So, and I may even take the Bobcat, bring it over here and load that all up, put it in the dump truck and haul it over there. And I may burn that one over here, back over there, burn that down, and then take the rest of it, scoop it up, and put on that other brush pile. And while it's all burning, try to get them all burnt down and all in one spot, because I don't like having brush piles where people can see it. That really bothers me. So we're gonna get to work before it starts raining, because it's getting dark and there is some rain coming, so we need it. Well, I got a lot of this cleaned off. It don't look like much, but there was a lot of brush here. So got a little bit around that big walnut tree and got quite a bit of the brush in the very back there. So that's a big old brush pile now. It's pretty long. So I've got all that. I'll have to run the dozer back and forth, get all these saplings out, and then bush hog the rest. And then next, start in do this section. So I'd say another couple of days I'll have this pretty much cleaned up and done. Just got to burn the brush as I go. But this is the end of the video, and I am going to call it a day. So, but yeah, this is the end of the video, and like always, please like and subscribe. See you guys.